I don't want to be the person that's telling my kid it's time to get in the car to go to practice. I want my child to be the one that's in the car honking the horn saying it's time to go. I was really pleased with how much the kids really want to be in the Rush program.
It's not just like about soccer, it's about like the people you hang around with. Like, they make you feel like special.
It kind of like your family, your team.
Because you're with them a lot, and then on tournaments you're with them even more, and you win and lose together. You're just all one. I've made my best friends playing soccer.
The leadership really makes a difference.
One of the reasons I feel we've got some success within the Valley and within the community is regardless to your position within the organisation, whether it's a recreational coach coaching 6-year-old boys or office manager, we all care about what we're doing.
If you have somebody with solid values in charge, then the club's going to reflect that.
I don't think I had the foresight to know just how much team sports would really teach my kids about themselves and about how they interact with others and about life and building their character.
They said if you're a good soccer player, that's going to be important, but really what we look for is like how you are off the field, if you're accountable for your actions, if you're cleaning up after yourself, if you're bad around the hotel or something like that. It really helps you like become more, like I guess you have to be mature and act really professional.
The focus is really on positive self-esteem, character building.
Gives each kid the chance to develop at their own pace and to reach their own maximum potential, which is all any of us can ask for our kids. We can kind of steer them a little bit, but they have to find their own way.
We have a program that starts for 3-year-olds and go all the way up to U19s.
If they're a player that's very serious, there's a place for them, and then if there's a player that's not very serious, there's a place for them too.
If your son or daughter is an elite level player, they are going to get to play with other elite level players from all over the country. Every kid off my son's team who wanted to got to go play college soccer. These kids were exposed to a high level of professionalism and high expectations and expected to live up to those expectations along the way, and it prepared them for success in college soccer.
Being a part of the Rush Club, I learned hard work, how to be a team member, how to accept the negatives in life and push forward, how to create lasting friendships.
Responsibility is really important to me because you have to be responsible, right? You have to come to practice, you have to be prepared, and that's something you use a lot in life. And when you're dependent on, everybody's expecting you to be responsible, and it feels bad to let them down, so you really learn it.
There's only 2 things you control out there on the field, and that's your attitude and your effort.
Tenacity is something I value a lot because the way we use it on the field is you have to want it.
Unity, like you just collaborating with others, and then just being kind all the time.
Even if one person isn't working hard, it will affect the whole entire team.
I just like the feeling you get to like kick the ball, you get a pass, you get a, like when you score, when the ball hits the back of the net, it's just the best feeling, even if it's not you doing it. Like when you get through the players and then you see it hit the net, it's just like awesome, especially in a big tight game when you know that it's really important that for your team and yourself that you score.
I think the value in taking part in a sport as a teenager is that it mirrors a lot of what happens in life. The reality is that both on the field and in life, if you want to get good at something, you need to work for it. If it doesn't come easily, you need to be persistent in order to gain the skills, and you don't always win.
If we're not challenging them all the time and they're winning everything, I don't think they're learning. I think they're learning way more from losing because we kind of analyze it in more detail.
When you're losing, that's when people show how they really are. When you're winning, everybody's happy, right?
What's interesting to me is that the team that win, they have a high five and they're out of the field, they're gone. The team that lose, the coach gets them together and go, okay, so what do we learn from this?
When you lose, you gotta walk off the field knowing that you tried your hardest, and you gotta respect the other team on how they played. And then if you win, you gotta respect the other team that they tried their hardest, and you just gotta respect your opponent.
If someone came to me and asked, should they enroll their child in soccer, and if so, where? I would tell them wholeheartedly, your child should play soccer, and they should take a really close look at the Rush program.
Good.